Hey, what's going on? It's your girl LA, pronounced like LA like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. Welcome in, my cool peeps, to another episode of the Joe Budden Podcast, episode 895, A Spirited Conversation, where the fellas are gathered around the sofa at the timestamp of 49 minutes 28 seconds, and Mark the Messenger, LOL, leads the charge with the music, talking about the legendary to some and new to others, Wiz Khalifa. Apparently he's got a new album that's out, so I'm gonna sit around and listen to what their remarks are first, and then I'll go on over to Google, aka AI Overview, to read what it has to say. I'm so excited to hear what they have to say about this album. Why am I so excited to hear about this album? Because y'all, I have fallen behind in catching up on music, so the more music stats I get, the better. Let's go. They're leading the way right now with the album from Wiz Khalifa. I always say Wiz Khalifa. I've been saying it for years. Tomato, tomato, Hakuna Matata. I don't know why I say Wiz Khalifa. It's Wiz Khalifa, but dude, I'm so sorry. Maybe because I get it mixed up with Mufasa. You know, liking. So wait, yeah. Moving forward, Mark the Messenger, LOL, is going on giving his opinion about Khaotic. They're going on saying that the album is fire, but in general, out of the couple of guest appearances that he didn't care for, overall, he likes the album. He said it's one of the albums that you want to be down the street listening to. And Parks chimes in saying, I feel like there's two Wizzes. One where you want to just have fun and chill with your homies, and then there's other Wiz Khalifa, like this album that's out now called Khaotic, where you just want to get with it, you know. So I'm guessing that's his way of saying there's a side of Wiz Khalifa where they have a party, let's hang with my homies, and then the other one is, look y'all, it's time to go on back to school real quick so I can give you a solid feeling on what's going on. So we got Ice here talking about a track that they're playing right now in the background. He's like, yeah, it's melodic. How come melodic sounds like a flavor of Kool-Aid? Wiz, you done everything else. Why not come out with your own version of Kool-Aid called Wiz Khalifa's Kool-Aid called melodic? Let's go. Who here for some Wiz Khalifa Kool-Aid? They're going through there. They're talking about one of the tracks they're listening to in the background, that the track sounds like they're clashing. They're talking about now that they feel that his voice has changed. Do you guys think his voice has changed? He did go away. He came out, in my opinion, when two other people came out. J. Cole and some other guy. But like I said, around that time I was losing my grip on music, and I honestly thought they were all the same people. Maybe because everybody was clashing at the same time. I'm not sure. So what they're talking about, that Wiz been gone for a while. I don't know if because he was just choosing to take a step back, or maybe he got incarcerated, who knows. But the guys on the sofa and the gal on the sofa are saying he's been gone for a while. And by him being gone for a while, this album that he did drop, although it's the bomb according to them, they don't like how whoever had the opportunity to mix his album, they didn't do a good job mixing it. They're talking about the nuances, the mechanical nuances, guys, of doubling of the voices. There's a certain wind and time on the track that's being played currently in the background while the fellas sit around the sofa, and they're breaking down the specific portion where they were wondering why he didn't just sing over the hook, but instead, why is his voice doubled? And then they go into the critique of how his voice has changed. So I wonder what they mean when they say by his voice has changed. It's not like he was 12 years old when he started rapping and everybody knew him per se. So I'm like, did he get sick and it caused his voice to change? Did some type of traumatic experience, let's say unfortunately like catching a bad cold, and it altered his vocal cords, you know? But the way they said that his voice changed is as if something happened to cause his voice to change. Not that just he's turning into a man and he's getting his man voice. The way they said it, it just seemed like something went wrong and now his voice is forever changed. Like, for example, Kanye West, 50 Cent, they both went through perilous times and it caused their voices to be forever changed. But it seems to me what they thought was going to be their peril actually launched them into success. So perhaps this is the road that Wiz has gone down, whether he wanted it to be or not. You guys, I'm going to intentionally pause right here, because I had to think about the heaviness of that. Have you guys ever fallen ill to the point when you recover from your illness, your voice was never the same? That's a scary situation, because I got my tonsils removed and there's a voice that I used to do. I haven't gotten it back yet, but I'm quite sure if I practice hard enough, I probably could get it back. But it's weird because that part of me is gone, so I'm trying to find it. And if I don't practice it or keep practicing it, since I haven't heard me make this type of voice in my voice out loud anymore, because my tonsils are gone, it's scary because I might lose it. I might not ever hear that sound again. And what makes it a little more frightening is the fact that I never recorded that. I don't recall recording myself long enough using that voice, you know? But now that my voice is forever changed, it's kind of scary, because the portion of me that did hurt and felt uncomfortable when I used that voice because I needed to have surgery on my throat, now that it's gone, it's like the illness that came along with it is gone too, but also that voice that I grew up using as well. So it's a weird farewell and it's a mourning, you know? So having said that, I'll leave it on that. I want to get into what the cool AI overview has to say. Wiz Khalifa new album. Wiz Khalifa released his latest album, Khaotic, 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 in January 2026, featuring tracks like If You Know, You Know, with Juicy J and appearances from 2 Chainz and Max B. This follows a busy 2025 where he released Kush and Orange Juice 2 and multiple mixtapes along with the soundtrack Moses in the Black. Moses in the Black! Key details on recent releases. Khaotic 2026, now available, guys. This project includes collaborations with Juicy J, 2 Chainz, RMR, and Max B. Max B! Kush and Orange Juice 2, April 2025, a 23-song project featuring collaborations with Don Toliver. It's not to be confused with John Travolta. He made collaborations with Don Toliver, Smoke DZA, and Gunna, with productions from Cardo. Moses the Black soundtrack, January 2026. Executive produced by and featuring none other than Wiz. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, pets, plants, animals, artificial intelligence, and all living, breathing things here under the sun, you are now locked into Elay TV, LA of LA, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. Recently released albums, Khaotic. This is a full-length solo album released on January 16th, 2026. According to Apple Music and AI Overview, the album contains 11 tracks and features collaborations with artists like 2 Chainz, Juicy J, and Max B. Moses the Black soundtrack, with Khalifa served as the executive producer for the original soundtrack of the film Moses in the Black, which was released on January 30th, 2026. Other notable recent projects. Kush and Orange 2. This album was released on April 18th, 2025. BMG noted that it has an 18-song track list, plus 5 bonus tracks, and aimed to blend the original Kush and Orange Juice sound with his evolved artistry. Multiverse, released in July 2022, this critically acclaimed solo album received rave reviews. It is available on various formats, including the Urban Outfitters exclusively white vinyl. Now, don't that sound racist? Look, I wasn't even trying to bring that into a happy tale. Shouts out to Wiz Khalifa, Wiz Khalifa, Wiz. You know what I'm saying. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I look forward to reading your comments that never come, but in the figment of my imagination. Thank you for commenting to each and every one of my videos on here. Keep on having a good day and being yourself. All right now.